everyone. Welcome to my little corner where there's no wrong way to play with paper. And we are still doing 30 Days of Sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Before I get to yakety yakking, make sure you're checking out that playlist. You can get all the sketches that are created by your fellow crafters. They're totally free. You can go to the Facebook group. And if you click that playlist, you'll see everyone doing the same sketch on that day and doing it their way and be inspired. Maybe my way won't inspire you, but I promise someone else's will. But I am glad that you're here because this time for 30 Days of Sketching, I'm doing something different. The first 3 days we made page kits and then completed a layout, and I showed those yesterday. And the next 3 days, 4, 5, and 6, we are going to dissect the sketch, and I'm going to set it up so that I can quickly do the page. So let's start with day 4. It's by Diana V. And first of all, I want to thank Diana for her sketch. When I look at this, when I'm looking at a sketch, all right, this is what I ask myself, whether I'm making a page kit, whether I'm going to just sit and do just one sketch, whatever the case may be, I ask myself, what do I see? Well, I see 2 strips of paper. We're not looking at the embellishments. We're not looking at the title. That's a given on every. And then I see maybe possibly strips of paper, maybe string. You could do whatever you wanted. And then I see a matted photo. So I think to myself, what do I need in order to create this layout? Well, the fact is I just need a couple of scraps and then a matted area for a photo. Everything else I can do. Now I could pull out paper strips if I wanted to do that, but I think I'm going to do something different. So first and foremost, I'm going to create myself a kit, if you will, of what I need. I'm going to pull out some scraps. This to me, what color do I want to do? I don't know what color I want to do. I think I want to go with, you know what? Let's do teal and red. I am loving that lately. So I'm going to pull out my teal, or my red scraps, pardon me. And I'm going to pull out my teal scraps. I have teal and peach together. And we're going to see what we can find. I don't need anything ginormous. I don't need, you know, this one looks like it might be 3 by maybe 9. And this one, probably the same. It might be tucked under. So I want to give myself something. All right, there's that. Let's see if I can find a teal. Just like so. Let's see. Most of my teal ones are in here. I think, looky here. I'm finding this. I'll use this to mat my photo. Okay. This will be my mat. So there's my mat. There's one of my strips of paper. What other color could we do? This one is a pretty teal, but I don't really like it with the mat. I'm thinking maybe, I'm thinking. I like that together. So here we go. Just like that. Look, that's it. That's how fast this can be, okay? No reason to stress. No reason to do any of that. Now, you know, I have this sitting here because I was thinking of using it for day 2. But look what I could do. Wouldn't this, but it's got, if this was just a solid, or I could do these together. The possibilities. The possibilities. I think I'm going to. And in fact, I was on the fence. I'm going to tell you what my ideas were for the starburst. We're going to go with that. That was not my plan, but that's all right. I do like these together. I will have the white cardstock as the background. Then I'm going to have these 3 papers, matte, a strip. I could even use that as a mat if I wanted to, you know. And on top of that, I think this one has a B-side. So we have options, okay? My original idea was to take, this is driving me crazy, take maybe string and possibly some brads at the end. That's why I pulled these out, and I have these really cute flower brads, which would work. I have heart brads in here. I have all kinds of brads. We all have brads, right? Or you could do eyelets, but you know what I'm really thinking? I gotta get out my Totally Tiffany thing here that I keep all my sequins in. What if I were to do sequins in these colors, because I know I have brads of every color you can imagine. I mean, pardon me, sequins. And I were to make a straight line, now I'd have to do it with a pencil, right? A really light pencil mark. And then I glued sequins. Look at the colors I have. These are all from the Dollar Tree. I have that one. Totally goes with this paper, right? So this definitely has to be a strip because we need to be able to see it. Then I have, no, that green doesn't work. What other colors do I need? I need like an aqua. Could totally do that teal color. Okay. A yellow. Could totally do that color. How many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have known there was an odd. This is a mixture of both. So I could put those there. And just because, should I put some black? Or here, this like pinky color, it's a little bit lighter. Maybe we'll match the colors here. I think kind of liking that. This is more brown. This is more of a rose gold. Then we've got gold, then we've got yellow, and I definitely have the teal. So I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna pull this other one out just to look. You know, one of the fun things about working with the sketch, breaking it down, you're gonna think, instead of trying to figure out what you wanna do, you're gonna think of products to use to create what they've done, right? Because it's inspiring you. Yeah, these are more the smaller shaker items. Okay, who would have known I want more? Who would have known? I think that's good. Now, on the end, if I'm doing this, then I need something to go on the end, and you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I'm gonna put a star, right? We've already got a star here, and I have, oh my goodness, I got too much on my desk. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. So what I could do, I have all these amazing wood veneer stars. I could do wood veneer stars. Look, I've got all kinds of different sizes. So I could have a sequin burst, basically, and then at the end of it, do like a star. I really, really, really like that. Okay, so I'm not gonna put all this in a kit or in a sleeve. That would be too much. I couldn't. The papers, I would definitely put in a sleeve, okay? And here's what I'll do. Just like I did when I do page kits, and I was showing you some of the ideas that I like to do, because while I could probably make little baggies of each of these, why? You guys, I literally pulled these off the shelf. You watched me. They're within my arm's reach, which is, I've purposely done that because I am too lazy to get up. So we've got day 4, okay? I need sequins, star wood veneer. I think I spelled that right. I'll know what it means, okay? And then I will pull out this sheet of paper, all right? Just gonna cut it away. And yes, I use paper notebooks like No Tomorrow, Dollar Tree, and me are bestie friends for that. Okay, so this would go in one of my sleeves, just like you see here. I wasn't smart enough to grab one. So this would be one. So that's what I'm gonna do for day 4. I broke down, I have all the papers, I gave myself some little notes. I'm ready to create. So let me do this because I can't with all this. Let me put these things away. Let me grab a sleeve and I'll show you that. And then we're gonna break down day 5. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna have fun. I'll be right back. All right, now we're gonna break down day 5. Here is my day 4. I told you I'd show you. I have my sleeve. I absolutely love my sleeves. They're on Amazon. There is a link in the description, but you can look up paper sleeves. You can. The specific ones, I like these. I get them on sale when they're cheap. It makes them under $1 a piece. So I just buy them when they're on sale. I know I'm going to use it. All right, day 5. Day 5 is by Lissa, and I believe, Hannigan. You guys, I just got new glasses. Why are they not here? In my defense, I have been wearing them and they're on my couch in the case, but I should bring them in here. Oh, the struggle is real. All right, so let's pull out a white cardstock. Now, keep in mind, I'm putting a white cardstock. I may choose when I do this layout to go grab a wood grain or go do something else. Like I 100% could do that. I'm not, but I'm just saying that is an option. Okay. So then, and you know what I thought of? I should be like putting the notes on the back of my things instead of using paper. I mean, I don't know. I might need that paper for something else. So when I look at this, here's what I see. I see I need 3 different strips. They need to be different widths, prints of paper. And then I need a mat. That's what I see. I see mixed media. So I already know I'm going to need mixed media. So day 5, I'm going to need mixed media. And you guys, I don't need to pull that in. I have my cart literally right next to me. I mean, I can reach it and I can show you. That's why I love my carts. If you've watched my organizing videos, you know as much as I can keep within reach of me, I do, because I'll use it. Otherwise, I ain't getting up. I'm too lazy. Okay. So I need mixed media, and then I need the 3 different strips and or a way to cut. To me, these look like maybe 1.5, maybe 2-inch squares. They're different sizes. None of them are the same size. So I have this Simple Stories. I don't even remember what I made with this. Might have been the last 30 days sketches for all I remember. But I tell you this, there's already ephemera. Look, there's frames. Here's some cut aparts. Here's some paper. Here's both sides. I can cut myself some squares, and I can use this. I must have cut that out of a cut apart. We have this. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with these papers that I have right here. I do feel like maybe I should pull in a scrap, just because I'm not going to get very many out of this. I'm not going to so much focus on, and I might even use 2x2s. What size were these? No, but I could cut like a 2x2 out of this, maybe a 2x2 out of there. I could be mindful maybe. I'm not sure. Figure it out when I go to do the layout. But I'm going to use up. This is all I have. It's mostly ephemera. And I'm going to use it up. I am going to pull in a paper. And I'm feeling like it should be a solid teal. Maybe a yellow. So since I'm on the fence about both, I'm going to find one of each. Why not? What's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to have to put it back. That's the worst that's going to happen. Oh, look, I do have these. These are already like 2x2s. Look. Oh yeah, totally using those. Why wouldn't I? So, be using those. Let's pull this out again. There we go. Done. Done, done. Oh, look. That's the wrong color yellow, though. That's not going to work. Okay. Must have teal on the other side. So we're not going to have that. You know what? Let's just throw it in there. We could use it for the teal side. It's a lighter teal. Give us options. I like options. Raid your scraps, my friends. Raid them. Oh, I have this strip left over from when I made the strips, but it's totally the wrong color. I got all excited for nothing. I don't have a lot of yellow scraps. Do you guys see this? When I tell you I don't have a ton of scraps, I don't. I use them. That's not a bad match. We can do something with that. What else do I got? Maybe? Why not? I mean, can't say that there's a wrong way. I'll tell you, if you do it like this, I promise you, you are going to put color combinations together. That is a definite. Okay, we're going to keep this one. Maybe I'll keep that one in there. That matches really well. You just give yourself options. You'll be shocked at the patterns you put together, and you'll like it at first. I was not a pattern using girl. Somebody made a comment the other day that they've used more pattern paper since they started watching me, which was an amazing compliment. I am so honored. But you know what? I just finally had to tell myself, suck it up, Buttercup. You got this paper. You need to use it. And that's just my mindset. I do like things to coordinate. You guys know I'm the monochromatic queen when it comes to making embellishments from scraps and so forth. And I sort all my scraps. You guys see that. But don't be afraid to mix and match patterns. It's okay. And we're going to do it on this one. So that's what I need, right? I have all my different papers here, all scraps that I'm going to use, and I'm going to put this layout together. I wrote to myself, I need to use some mixed media. The only other thing on here is a title. That's it. And one of these pieces is going to be big enough to create a mat. And if it's not, I can pull something else in. It's all okay. All right. So there is day 5, breaking down this sketch by Miss Lissa. Okay. And I'm going to set all of this. I'm going to grab those frames too. And then hopefully all I have to put away is the ephemera. Knock on wood. Okay. So there's that one. Now, day 6. All I'm doing today is setting these up. And I will tell you, it will probably take me less than an hour to do all 3. It'll probably take me longer to pick a photo than it will to do the layout. Just saying. All right. Day 6 is by, I don't know who this is by. I gotta look on my computer because that is way too small and I cannot read it, and I do not want to not give them credit for it. So let me look. Day 6 is by, who is it by? Paper Studio, no, that's, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go on the website. Let me see. Go on there and see who it is. I'm sorry, you guys. One day I will have all my ducks in a row and know what I'm talking about. Until then, you're stuck with me like I am. Okay, it's by Nadine. Oh, it's by Captain Nadine. She's our Canadian captain. I don't know why. And her, it's the name of her YouTube. Paper Route. Oh my gosh. That's it. I quit. I need a timeout. Paper Route Scrapbooking by Miss Nadine. Nadine, I am so sorry. You're awesome. Please be gracious with me. All right. All we need is some 6x6 papers. Done. And you know what I have? And I'm sure you all have too. I have 6x6 pads coming out my ears. I'm going to pull my Cricut cart towards me. It's a little bit away still. You're going to hear it. And you know what I'm going to do? I've got an old Stamp of Life. Let's just use that one. Yeah, works for me. And there are 6x6 papers in here. And look, I can do a typewriter. Recently used this stamp set that came with this. I love Stamps of Life. It used to come with a paper pad. Then they changed the way they sent their monthly thing. You didn't get a paper pad anymore. And so I stopped. But good quality, very heavy paper. And we will find something to do with this. And who knows, maybe I'll pull out that embellishment. We'll use that one. I think I made it with a different color though. I don't know that it'll work. But we are going to use this 6x6 pad. So you know what that means? That means all I need is this and this. There's no real notes. I can make a banner out of another piece of paper. I'm going to use it. Pull out a 6x6 pad. Done. You're ready to play. And you know what? If you have a pad, that's great. If you don't, go through your scraps and pick some 6x6. Maybe you have a couple of papers you can cut into 6x6. Go monochromatic. Go different colors. Whatever you want to do. It's okay. But I need to use some 6x6 papers. So that's what I see when I do this. Now, 2x2s. I do not have an amazing machine that I can print 2x2s. I could crop some down, or I could easily do a 4x4 in here and maybe have some smaller ones. Remember, a sketch is just a jumping off point. Okay, I don't look where the photo is when I'm pulling out my papers. I don't look where the title is. I don't look where anything is. I truly don't. I just look and think, okay, what papers do I need? I need some 6x6 papers. Now, I could write myself a note and I don't know if I'm going to do the stitching here or not like Nadine has. Maybe, but I have twine within my reach. Just for an example, I can write on here twine for stitching, okay? And this is day 6 for stitching. And honestly, depending on which papers I pick out of here will determine which twine I do, all right? That's it, you guys. I am ready for the next 3 days. I'll come back with a layout share. And then the next set of 3, we're going to do page kits again. And I'm going to do that through the whole thing. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm hoping that it's inspiring you to join 30 Days of Sketches. And I just want to do it a little different this time. Thanks for bearing with me and all my crazy, not knowing what I'm doing, and I can't talk and I can't read. So, you know, thanks for staying if you're still here. I will see you guys next time. Be blessed. Bye-bye.